All right, good morning to everybody. Again, good morning to everybody joining us for the morning show. Welcome. We are getting ready to kick this new week, this new month off. We want to get started on the right foot here. And definitely want to do that. Um, so we want to talk about one thing this morning is live forward. Okay, living forward is something that we really need to focus on, especially when we're getting into this trading deal. Um, because a lot of learning in this is failing. A lot of learning is failing. When we try something, when we do these things for the first couple of times, we're going to fail. So we have to continue living forward. We can't move and we can't focus on things that's happened in the past, things that are happening right now. We have to visualize ourselves, where we want to be. One thing that kind of separates us as humans is we have imagination and we have the ability to really see and visualize things before it really happens for us. Take Einstein. When he came up with his E equals MC squared, he saw it and he said he saw it in his mind. you know Everything was there in his mind. He saw it, and it was there long before it came to light, before he made it physically tangible. So we have to do that with ourselves. With me, honestly, I had to continue to see myself um, where I wanted to be in 5 years. Where I wanted to be doing this on my own. I had to keep seeing that every day. I had to keep looking at that. And that's what we have to do. Take 15, 20, 30 minutes a day to sit down and just visualize where you want to be. And this could be part of the time that you spend practicing at night. You could log into the simulator and just practice. This is where I want to be. When I wake up in the morning, this is what I want to do. And this is the person that I want to be. We can't always dwell on the past and everything that's going wrong and things that are happening to us right now. Every person that's been successful, every person has gone through these same struggles, no matter what they wanted to do, what they wanted to be. Whether it was a professional athlete or whatever, everybody has been through struggles, everybody's had setbacks. So just take some time every day to visualize yourself as a success. Visualize yourself where you want to be. Because you need to keep that motivation up. You have to keep motivated and keep driving towards your goals. Because nobody else, nobody else is going to give them to you. We're going to have to drive and move forward and continue to be the person that continue striving to be the person that we want to be. So just remember, keep living forward. Alright, I don't think we have a whole lot going on today. Let's see, ITCI and AEZS, those are out of my wheelhouse. WDC, blah. That's the one that took me to the woodshed on Friday. But I got out. I'm not going to let it take me back again, that's for sure. The market, they're probably not going to have a whole lot of volatility because Um, most of the markets in Europe are closed. Most of the overseas markets in Europe are closed. There's a holiday in Europe, so most of the world markets are going to be closed, and it's going to affect us because um, you know due to the lack of volatility, we won't have as many players in the market. So we have to really be calm, cool, and collected. Don't trade just because our market is open. If there's no opportunity, then you know if there's no opportunity, then we don't need to jump on it. No opportunity, we don't need to jump on it. We don't need to try to make anything happen. We still need to wait and let the market come to us. Let's see. I don't really see anything else out there. Let's see. ASPS is probably going to hit, so we'll take a look at that. And WDC isn't a bad trader. It's the the problem is when I first got in, I went in with too much size, and that is what put me in the position that I was in. So it's not so much the stock, it was really me. The fact that I was rushing to get in, I really didn't get settled and get a feel for the stock and know what position size I needed to go in order to be able to withstand any swings it might have. And I went in a little bit too heavy, wasn't able to give it the swing it needed, and ended up getting stopped out, and then got back in and got stubborn. I got back in at the right size, but then I got stubborn. I didn't stop out when I was supposed to. So I can't blame WDC for my mistakes in judgment. Alright, so we'll take a look at WDC. We're trading right here around 87.94. And we're under the 20, under this 88 level. So it's kind of giving us some mixed signals at this point. I mean, it is weak, it is showing weak. Anytime we are under the 200, under the VWAP, this thing is well underwater. I'm not sure if it's going to be able to make it back to the surface today, but it'll be worth us keeping an eye on. And these levels are already drawn. We've been through this last week, so there's probably none that we have missed or anything like that. Yeah, everything looks covered up pretty good. I don't see where we missed anything. So WDC, from around where we're trading, we haven't missed any levels, so we're in good shape there. What's the other one? Yeah, ASPS did hit. We could tell that was going to hit the scan. let's see. Let me get this up. Let's take a look at, I don't know what the catalyst is. This earnings? Let me see. I can tell real quick by looking at the chart. Nope. Or is it earnings? Let me see. Let's see. Yeah, it's earnings. So looks like it's making a pretty decent move here. Pretty solid move here, pre-market. So let's see if we can get the levels. Let's see. Yep, this earnings thing is in the way. I can't really see. Yeah, everything seems to be pretty covered up. If not, this is close. This is extremely close here, so not worried about that. Yep, so that looks pretty good. I don't see another level until we get to, what's this, 25? Well, let me see. There it is, 25. So we do have one right there at 25, a whole dollar mark. Oh, there's another one right there. I didn't see this little dip. 24.69. So we'll see how this works out. So we do have ASPS and WDC to watch. So I will be watching those. NRTP's not on my scan, so well, it won't be something I put on my watch list. No. But like I said, it's a little slow out there. A little slow. So I've got two so far that I'm watching, WDC and ASPS. See if anything else hits the scans. So you asked about NRPT or NTRP. That's the wrong one. NTRP. The chart, looks okay, but it's not on my scan for one reason or another. It's not on my scans. I don't know if it has to do with relative volume or whatever, but if it's not on my scans, I'm not trading it. But it does look good. Yeah, I mean, however you build your watch list, however you develop and have built your watch list, then that's what you want to stick to. If you've got to the point where you look for certain stocks, then you do that. But for me, I spent considerable amount of time testing and going back and forth, and this sticking to the stocks that hit my scan have given me the most success, and that's gotten me to where I am right now. I'm not going to chase other stuff in the market. So I've got these things set to where it gives me stocks that I have the best opportunity. And I think we've seen over the last several months that these stocks do produce. The problem is with me, I have to pick the right one. That's kind of what it boils down to. You got to pick the right one. ITCI is below $10, so that's not something I trade. Josh, if you have trade ideas, I'll send you the scans, and you just load them up. Man, what is wrong with my monitor? Hey, you guys watching the morning show, are the scans and stuff distorted? Are they kind of fuzzy? They look clear? Okay. It's funny because on my monitor they look real fuzzy. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna reload my scanners because it's still showing on my other scanners. It's still showing data from last week. Alright, let's try this again. Yeah, that cleared up my other stocks. Yeah, I think I'm gonna reset screen share here in a minute, because I think it might be screen share too. But there's not much moving on the scanners. The scanners are live. It's just that we don't have a whole lot of activity going on. There's not much happening. Trade ideas, you can do. I mean, there's so much you can do. There's a historical feature that allows you to practice at night. You can build so many different scanners, so many different the opportunities with trade ideas is just endless. You know, I fought with Thinkorswim for almost a year, refusing to buy a chat subscription. But Thinkorswim just didn't give me the hits I wanted. And sometimes they would hit late. You know, I'd have to continue to refresh it so that I could get the stocks that were hitting right now. And yeah, Bob, you are right. I was looking at this last night. Let me bring it up because I'm looking to jump back in this as a swing trade again. The problem is earnings are tomorrow. Okay? And I'm not going to swing this into earnings. But you see AAOI is continuing to hit this ceiling. Let me remove these joints. Let me add the studies back on. Alright. It's slamming into this 51 level here. It's slamming into this. You can see we're making higher lows. We're gearing up to pop this. This morning, you know, we popped it. We popped 50. This isn't a daily level. Let me remove this. This was something that I added. God dog it. Hold on. One day when I was trading it intraday. But this level here, this 50, this was a level. You can see this was the ceiling for the last 4 days. We hit it here, pulled back, we came, and we've been knocking on the door here. So today I was looking for a pop through this. But I can't swing this because earnings come out tomorrow. Now I can day trade it, but I can't swing this. I'm not going to hold it through earnings. And you know, it's hard to say. You know, one thing about the market is it like tries to predict what's going to happen. So what's happening is you've got a stock just moving up, anticipating strong earnings. And even if it has strong earnings, if the upside potential may be limited. So we'll have to kind of wait and see. There's a whole lot of support up under this. But what's concerning over the last couple days is that the 20 moving average is trending down. The 50-day is trending up, and that's kind of what's holding this up. It's squeezing it into the 50, but that's what my concern was. Also, the 20-day is starting to roll over, and it's been trending down. Even though the stock has been going up and kind of trying to grind up a little bit, the 20 has been going down. So that's giving me a confusing signal as well. All right, so my watch list is going to be ASPS, WDC is not going to make my watch list. I looked at it, but it's not going to make it. So I'm watching ASPS and AAOI for the move, today before earnings, because it broke out. It's right at the $50 mark. So if it stays above that and we push off of that, then I'll look to trade it today. WDC it may be something I look at for a secondary trade, but as of right now, it's popping back on and off, and the price action isn't really giving me a good indication that we're going to have a trade. So I'm probably not going to, as it stands, I don't see any good candidates for open range breakout, but we'll have to wait to see what happens at open. So I'll go ahead, I'll put WDC on my watch list since I'm watching it for possibly a secondary trade. Same thing with AAOI, watching it for a secondary trade as we're going into earnings tomorrow. So that's what I'm watching. But like I said, the market is pretty soft today, so it may not be even worth taking any trades at this point. So, all right, guys, that's going to be it for me today. Thank you guys for stopping by. It's going to be a day where you just have to sit back, relax, and kind of wait and see what the day brings. No, we can't go out and force anything. All right, you're welcome, guys. So remember, trade for skill. You know, if it's not there, don't force it. If it's not there, don't force it. Just because the market is open for us doesn't mean we have to trade. So just take it easy and let's stay safe. If we can't end the day green, you know, we'll end the day with no trades and we'll pick it up tomorrow. So you guys take care, have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow morning.